What's up, guys? Shay Stevens here, PDGA number 77522, and today we're doing a preview unboxing of the 2025 Digital Gyropalooza pack. Let's get to it. Alright, so things are a little bit different this year. Normally, I get a few Gyropalooza packs and do a big unboxing video for you guys, but this year, MVP was gracious enough to send me a pack early so I can do this preview unboxing, so really appreciate that, MVP. Thank you very much. Yeah, we're going to take a look at one of the regular Gyropalooza packs. The regular packs come with 4 guaranteed discs and then 7 random. You never know what you're going to find. There's always some cool stuff lurking in the packs. And then you have the brick and mortar packs. Those are 5 guaranteed discs. You get the Eagle McMahon V2 boost, along with, I believe, 4 other random discs, so presumably more chances at cool stuff. I believe the normal pack retails for around $120, and then the brick and mortar pack is going to retail somewhere around $150, I believe. But yeah, they sent me a regular pack, so let's start off by taking a look at the guaranteed discs. All right, first off, ooh, this feels nice. I love the color. We got nice orange, kind of, yeah, like a pale orange rim, green core. This is the Particle Glow Proton Pyro. It's a lot of P's there. And yeah, just right off the bat, good ply to it. This is regular, no S on it, right? Yeah, this is regular Proton, but it's got some good give to it, which I appreciate. The Pyro is a staple in my bag. It's one of my favorite overstable mid-ranges, and I've been lacking it in my glow bag, and now I have it. So yeah, I'll glow this up, throw it on screen so you guys can see all these discs glowing if they have glow. And yeah, this is a very popular disc. I know at the in-person Gyropalooza, they had the Pyro with the Eclipse rim too. Unfortunately, these have the regular Neutron rim. I gotta try and get my hands on one of the Eclipse rim ones if I can, because that'll be really nice for glow. But still, that feels really nice. Next up, this is the 10-year anniversary wave, and this would have the golden ticket on the back. That would take you to, or be your ticket to Marlette next year. Unfortunately, no golden ticket for me, so hopefully the other 2 boxes deliver, but this feels real nice. Good little dome on it. I appreciate that. And how's the parting line? Doesn't look terribly overstable, so I might give this some rips in the field. It's got some nice white marbling here with pink. I think somebody posted on the MVP fan page, MVP doesn't make any pink discs. I have no idea what you're talking about. I see tons around here, and here's another one. Next up, guaranteed. This is just Chad Richardson being goofy. The Particle Glow Proton Particle. So the Particle was a mold, an early mold of MVPs. It was discontinued in 2019 during the mold massacre, as the fans called it. It's basically a flat top Envy. It has a very similar feel, but it kind of comes up. There's no shoulder, just flat on the top. And it was a pretty darn good disc, which a lot of people were expecting it to be like the Tempo or the Entropy for MVP. There was no overstable putter back in the day, and people were hoping that this would be it, and it just wasn't. It's kind of just a slightly more overstable Envy, if anything, not by much. I do know a lot of forehand players really like the Particle, just because that flat top, it feels real nice on forehand release for that straight to slightly overstable finish. So yeah, it was a good disc. I think it just went, I don't think it was an issue with the mold, really. I think it was just too much overlap with the Envy, and the Envy was already popular even before the Holy Shot. It was really one like the, if you wanted to give somebody a disc to get them into MVP, the Envy was like the gateway disc to get them hooked on gyro, and the Particle just didn't really offer that much differentiation from it, so I think it just didn't perform well in sales. That's my, theory. But yeah, Particle's a fun disc. I have a buddy of mine who really loves them, and really, like, he has a, he'll pay some money for them. I won't gouge him, guys, don't worry, but I think he'll appreciate this disc more than I will, so I'll be giving him a hookup, hopefully. And the last of the guaranteed discs, the Plasma Echo. I feel like it needs a Pleco stamp, Plasma Echo, Pleco, get the joke. Honestly, Echo gets slept on a lot. MVP has 3 stable mid-ranges, the Hex, Echo, and Reactor. I think the Hex and Reactor really kind of just, put this guy in shade a bit, and it shouldn't. The Echo definitely has a deeper feel, so if you like deeper feeling mid-ranges, I think you'll prefer this over the Hex and Reactor. And from my personal observation, the Echo doesn't have that forward penetration that the reactor and hex have. I mean, it does have good glide, so it just kind of glide there. But if you're trying to just power a shot, power shot on a mid range, I think the hex and reactor beat it. But where the Echo shines is because of that deeper profile. I think it has better lateral movement. So like big high anhyzer shots around a corner, hyzer flip to not quite flat and then let it drift to the left shots. I think this guy can turn a corner and go further than the Hex and Reactor. So if you play on a technical wooded course, the Echo might be doing some work for you. So definitely check it out. Especially in that plasma plastic, really glidey. All right, the random draws. Let's see what we got. Starting off. Ooh, this is pretty. Like a light blue, white rim. This is a Mayhem, right? Yep, Mayhem. So, Fission or Neutron? It feels too. It might be a mix. Nah, I don't think it's really a mix of the two. I think this is that Neutron that everyone thought was Fission. It looks like it, but it feels more Neutron in my opinion. But yeah, the Mayhems have been coming out real nice. They have a little bit of dome on them. It's a great substitute for people who like to throw the Fission Octane, but don't necessarily like the feel of Fission or just can't find Fission Octanes. The Mayhem is basically an Octane you threw for like 4 months and beat up a bit. So it's got a little bit more understability to it, but still some bite back at the end. I know Paul Krantz has really been hyping these up. Mayhem is definitely a great disc, especially if you have a bigger arm. You can really bomb this thing out there. All right, next up. Got some R2 Photon. Nice. I actually really wanted this. I've thrown the Photon in every plastic available except R2. So I'm interested just because I'm a big Photon fan. Weight is 168. That's perfect for me. So yeah. Also has some speckling there. So there might be some glow in this guy too. I'll try and glow it up if it's got it. I do know when you do glow up this R2, it doesn't really, it's not really pronounced. Like it's hard to get on film, but it's there. So it looks cool, but it's not really like effective glow. But yeah, like I said, I love the Photon. It's my go-to driver if you watch. I bag 3 of them in varying stabilities, just to cover all my driver slots. So definitely looking forward to throwing this guy, see what it can do for me. Next, another R2. Ooh, orange and black. Let's go Flyers. We got a Crave, 175 gram. I'll be honest with you guys, the 6.5 speeds I just don't like the feel. The rim feels so small. My hand feels kind of like crushed in there. I prefer the 7-speed rim, so I'm hoping to get a bokeh in here. That'd be nice. Crave though, it's a great disc. I threw it for a while, but I almost like want to fan grip it. But honestly, when I fan grip, I lose spin on it. I can just throw mid ranges pretty much the same way. So Crave was in the bag, came out, but I do know a lot of Crave throwers, so somebody might want to hook up. What do we got here? Eclipse. Watt. Yeah, it's not a glitch, right? This is a, where are you? Watt. Yeah, Eclipse Watt, which is great. I hope I forget if I have one in my glow bag. I know I gave an Eclipse Watt to a kid I saw on a course just throwing a lid, and I needed to help him, so I gave him the Watt and he threw that much better, so just let him keep it. I think I have a backup for my glow bag. If not, I now have one. If not, I have a backup, so I'm good either way. But yeah, Eclipse Watt, really fun. Actually, I really love the Electron Watt from the Circuit Challenge. That thing is beating in so nice as a hyzer flip putter. But just the Watt overall, just really great point and shoot putter. And to have one in glow for the courses I play, really, it's you really can't get away without having one. It's just so good, point and shoot, hitting tight gaps, being precise. Great upshot disc too. So yeah, really happy I got that. Ooh. Particle glow something, I suspect. This is Uplink. Nice. I'm guessing this is a R2 or sorry, not R2, a lab second from the Circuit Challenge. On top of the Electron Watt, we had the Particle Glow Proton Uplinks in there, and I absolutely loved it. I bought a couple more off of the event host at the end when they were leftovers, because I knew I would love it. These have a little bit more stability than the normal uplink, so you can just really hit it hard and really trust that you're not going to turn and burn it. I had a lot of great hyzer flips in that event, so having another backup, I'm not complaining. I wish it was a bokeh, but I know this rim. This is a rhythm, right? Where are we at? Rhythm, yep. So we got a Dyer's Delight here, white core with a nice blue rim. Some dots on the back, which I guess is why it's a lab second. But yeah, Rhythm, great. It's a great fairway driver. I just put the Circuit Challenge Neutron one back in the bag to be my understable fairway driver. Checking this one, the original run of the stock run came out more overstable than I wanted. The circuit run was perfect for me, but there were some inconsistencies with the mold, so MVP had to tweak it a bit. Hearing the newer runs, though, do have a bit more understability. And yeah, the parting line on this one does look a little bit lower than the stock from what I remember, so got to give this guy some tosses. And last but not least, this is a big boy. Love the blue and orange combo. Not a Delirium. This is probably a Tantrum, right? Yep, Tantrum. 171 gram. This thing is a bomber. If you have wide open, just no fear, just let it rip. The Tantrum is a really fun disc. I did throw it for a bit when I jumped over to MVP and it came out. It was fun to bomb, but just unfortunately, just the style of golf courses I play, there's not really that much opportunity to just let loose, and it wasn't worth keeping like one disc in the bag for like one hole in the course, like hole 16 at Tyler's, where you can really bomb, hole 17 too, but it wasn't really worth just eating up one bag slot for one disc I rarely get to use. So if you're in a more open area, definitely grab a Tantrum. Feels really nice, especially on forehand with that big rim. You can really get a good grip on it and just rip on it. But yeah, for me, not really a favorite. I'll just see if anybody would like this one, but yeah, that's been my preview box for Gyropalooza 2026. Overall, I'm pretty happy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, yep, 6, 7. Hey guys, Future Shay here. Sorry I said the stupid number thing. I work in a school. I should know better. I need to be better. My bad. Of these molds, at least, I want to throw and mess around with, so I'm happy with this pull. But yeah, there are some gems out there. I heard there are bokehs and aspects, but they are, just to put in perspective, guys, they just started making those, so the odds of there being a lot of lab seconds and such probably going to be low. And then they also gave out a ton and had them for sale at Gyropalooza in Marlette this year, so they're going to be really rare pulls. So if you're buying boxes hoping to grab them, it's kind of a rough investment. I would probably wait to the stock release. I predict that's going to come out probably early 2026. But yeah, again, thank you MVP for sending me this box. It's it was really fun to do. And as always, guys, I'm going to say reach out to your local retailers to make sure you get your pre-order in or pick one up when they get them. I think their in-store drop is going to be I think that's November 25th, whatever that Wednesday is before Thanksgiving, is when they're allowed to start selling in the store. And then online, it's going to be Black Friday, which will be a real fun day for our wallets. If you don't have a retailer that you prefer, as always, I'm going to plug my sponsor, Foundation Disc Golf. I know they have a pre-order up now, and if you feel like going shopping, please consider using my affiliate link. I have it linked down below to support me, and I would really appreciate that. But yeah, guys, I want to say, as always, thank you for all your support. If you have any questions for me, reach out. I'll do my best to answer them. Take care.
Thank you to my sponsors. For all your disc golf needs, check out Phoenix Discs and Foundation Disc Golf.